Ryan Waters, first year. That's another first-year coach over here in the Big Ten.
Yeah.
Purdue was 8-6 last season, 3-6 in the conference. They returned in 6, 5 on defense, 11 transfers. New OC is Graham Harrell from Western Virginia. DC is Kevin Kane. Although Walter's going to be making the play calls, good little bunch that they put together. Again, somebody must have rolled out a little cash to get some nice coaches in here to try to compete in this conference again. What you think Purdue's chances of bouncing back here is?
Slim to none early on, but they, like you said, they opened up their checkbook and they brought some decent coordinators with them, obviously. And that's the thing in college football nowadays. It's not all about getting a big head coach in there. It is, but it's also sprinkling some money. And who started that trend many years ago was our boy at Clemson. You give him credit for doing that. Yeah, Dabo started
Venables. Yeah.
But anyways, yeah, I mean, they get some, decent they get some decent coordinators here, offensively, the OC was averaging, 30 points a game, on average, about 230 yards passing, 170 rushing. That's a good balanced attack right there. So, and then I think whether it comes to fruition, that's going to be another thing early on. But I don't know the talent level that they have, if it's going to amount to a hill of beans for them. But I'll be interested to see what their win total is, whether it might be fade material or not.
Yeah, well, they're looking good, in the running area with Maccabee. They get Hudson Card over from Texas. He could be a breakout star. Who knows? But they have some decently equipped players coming over, but they do lack depth in all of the units on the offensive side of the thing. And on the defensive side, it's basically the same thing. Even though they do well a little bit in the secondary, but up front, they need a little help up in there. But this year, I don't see them making much progress in the first year, maybe more experimental, bringing all these different moving parts together with this team. So I'm kind of leaning.
Those numbers are not horrific. I mean, number 84 points per game, that's not great, but I mean, to Big Ten standards anyways. But if you look at the rushing and passing numbers are not horrible. It's just that it probably equates to a lot of big plays, lack of pressure up front, like tackling, probably real basic football stuff that they haven't been good at for a little bit. So, I mean, they needed to change. I know Purdue's been on the downswing for a bit. So I got a buddy of mine who lives in Indiana, and he cries to me every week about Purdue.
And then, he will be able to benefit on being a new coaching and stuff in the conference. He might be able to catch some teams off guard, maybe some first half, or second half comebacks or something like that. But it's going to be wild for him. Let's take a look at the schedule, Big Ragu. Opening up against Fresno State, then Virginia Tech, Syracuse, Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, Ohio State. That's tough right there. Wisconsin, Illinois, Iowa, and Ohio State all in a row. Then at Nebraska, Michigan. They didn't pick the good first year to be with schedule-wise.
Yeah, that's
I'm
tough.
going to have to go under 5.
Well, Northwestern's a winnable game for them. I don't know about the Fresno. You'd probably know more about Fresno, where they're at.
It's going to be tough.
Yeah, Fresno is going to be tough, right? Syracuse is I mean, that's an out-of-conference game, but that's no pushover there. So, yeah, I mean, maybe Nebraska, that's first-year coach there too, but all things being even, I'd probably lean that way, talent-wise.
Yeah.
So, yeah, I would, you know what? I don't hate this under here. I really don't. 5
is probably the best they could do.
Yeah. That's the very best they could do. They probably get away with 3 or 4, I would say. If they got 4, I would say that'd be a good season for them early on.
Absolutely. Well, we did it, Big Ragu. We got through another preview of another conference for the 2023. Thanks to all those that stopped by and said what up. And we'll definitely be cutting this up and sending it back out so you guys can break it down a little further. And at least this kind of information you lose for the first 3 to 4 games of the season because the numbers ain't going to do you no good. So you gotta go back through these videos, catch us in our high points, and evaluate it yourself. Either fade us, whatever you have to do, but get to the window and make some money. Any words you got for the people, Big Ragu?
No, man, just like you said, we just do our little reads and on the articles we're checking out and the recruiting and all with the transfers and the coaching changes. It's early on, it's just all speculation, and once they get past the first 3-4, once you start getting the conference play, then things start to change up a lot. But on the first get, this is the way to go, man. Take these little tidbits we give you and do a little bit of homework on your own, and then you like anything else, use your own AI, artificial intelligence that you have.
There you go. AI ain't caught up with sports yet. I think we got to give AI about 3 or 4 more years.
That's what I think about AI.
Information. I heard that. Well, we're going to get out of here, man. Thank everybody for joining us, man. Y'all have a great evening. And make sure you like, subscribe, and leave us comments, man. The comments, I'm going to truly tell you from the bottom of my heart, the comments, the emails, the DMs that we get on Twitter and stuff that me and Big Ragu has got throughout the year, that's what keep us here. We don't receive a lot of hate mail because we're fair guys, but the few of you out there that know who you are, that actually showed up in the DMs and the comments and saying we appreciate y'all and I made money off your bets, or even if you disagree with something or got a question about something, we're always welcome to it. So hang in there with us. Make sure you subscribe to Who-Bangin, get the notified so you get all this good content coming out, and we out of here.